Hello everybody, it's me, Tower Cobra Gaming. I'm here with another video of me just basically talking about it's best not to let the chat control you, when you do stream. Because for example, for me, I had plenty of moments where I kept people around that I probably shouldn't. I also have kicked people out, just cause like maybe they were defending me or they were just constantly fighting with chat, whatever. Like there's this weird thing where a lot of times a lot of people say, well, you can't take a joke or stuff like that, as well. Like when someone is just being rude the whole time and then once you call them out, it's like, oh, I was joking, you can't take a joke. It's like all of a sudden you're the bad guy, but like there's no humor there. Like you're just being rude, and I think a lot of people or a lot of streamers let their chats control them a little too much and let their chats bully them a little too much. It's fine when it's content, like obviously with like Queso, that's nothing serious, or with XQC, that's nothing serious really. But what I'm saying is like when people are just constantly just not even trying to be funny, just plainly just insulting you or just making weird conversations, just saying like, oh, like being negative, and a lot of times a lot of people can joke around. Like that's the funny thing. It's just a lot of people actually make jokes while they're doing that, right? But some people are just insulting or just being toxic. And a lot of times I have this issue as well where like sometimes when people like they always have to happen to have or need attention. A lot of times people would get mad at me if I just say like, nah, I don't really want to play a match right now or something like that. And it's like, maybe it's because I've been playing the whole time with viewers and I need something a little different. Like obviously I just need to play solo or whatever, right? And you think a lot of people want to get mad about that stuff, but a lot of people do, because like refusing is like a sign of disrespect, I guess, or something. You can never really win, but a lot of people that are there for like good, like to actually support you and give you like, actually are being funny in there and insulting you, but like in a jokingly way with like good energy around. It's good, man. It's good to have those viewers around, but a lot of times you gotta learn to let people go and have people go out and just stay away. If you let the chat control you, they're gonna completely destroy you mentally. And also like people that support you aren't gonna respect you. Like how can they respect somebody that doesn't know how to like talk back, when they're getting insulted? It's like when you see somebody you support in public getting picked on and not doing anything about it for themselves. Like a lot of people have a lot of respect for you when you stand up for yourself, right? That's kind of what I do as well. I try to stand up for myself. If I ever feel like people are just being there just to insult, or people are just being rude or being toxic, I try my best to let chat kind of go, right? I love seeing chat go on itself, and people are fighting in the chat, they're fighting against each other, it doesn't matter. I usually say like, if you don't want to get timed out or whatever, don't be fighting constantly, because then both of you are going to go out, And a lot of people also tend to keep viewers around that are toxic to other members, because there's this weird, I believe the word is parasocial relationship. Like some people have this parasocial relationship with you, and they tend to bully others that talk to you in the chat as well, right? But you want to keep them around, because obviously that person that supports you, although they are at the same time not supporting you, when they're kind of like being toxic to others and driving other people away. And a lot of people that truly support you are going to want to let other viewers there, So you got to learn how to let people go, and for the best say goodbye and just tell them not to come back. Sadly, that's just the reality of the world. If you want to truly move on and do better on YouTube, you got to learn to let people go, even the ones that support you, because you got to see the ones that are truly there to see you succeed and not driving people away. If anything, they're gonna drive people in and help grow your channel, you know. And it's just one of those things, like, you gotta understand and see if, like, the people that are supporting you are the right ones, you know, are like the right people to help you out in those situations and understand you, you know, if it makes sense. So a lot of people, I tend to fight with a lot of my chat, and I also gave second chances to plenty of people. Like, they come back and they're different, you know, they're different, and that's cool. Some people I give second chances to, and they don't change, sadly. It's just one of those things where I always try in the moment actually do what I think is going to be the best for me, the best for the community, even though it's going to drive off some loyal viewers or drive off toxic viewers. But, you know, like, a lot of people tend to keep those viewers around and try to be as nice as possible because they don't want to insult anybody and lose a viewer. You know, I had plenty of viewers that, like, leave just because, like, I didn't want to play with them in that moment. And I had plenty of viewers leave because they were being toxic to others, but they were being nice to me. You gotta make tough decisions in this life. And you gotta, you know, there's gonna be moments where you're gonna have to make choices that, okay, so this is good and this is good, but what is better? What is better to have in the long term? And you gotta make sacrifices, man. Like, one's gotta go. And if you don't do nothing, then it's gonna mess everything up anyways. So it's better just to make a choice and see if the choice you did was the right one, you know? So yeah, it's weird, but yeah, I definitely try my best not to let chat try to control me. Like, obviously, a lot of people make jokes about me being bad at Rocket League or whatever, and that's totally cool, you know, because I am bad. And a lot of people make jokes just about me or whatever, and it's fun, you know. You can kind of tell when everything's fun and everything's just positive. A lot of times, though, a lot of people just go in there and try to hide their humor, like, oh, you know, like, it's just jokes. And then when you actually call people out, like, because you can kind of tell right away when someone is just being toxic, but they're just trying to hide it and say, like, once you call them out, it's like, oh, you're a bad guy, you know? A lot of people tend to do that as well. Like, oh, I can't take a joke. No, it's just, you're not even making jokes. You're just insulting the whole time. So it's one of those things. You gotta learn to take charge, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. If you're a streamer as well, like, a lot of your supporters are also gonna gain some, like, support and see you differently, I guess, because also the people that don't want to see you do well are gonna see you're not easy to push around, you know. So it's basically one of those things where a lot of people, when you stand up for yourself, you will end up looking better for your supporters, the people that want you to succeed, and the people that try to pick on you, they're gonna be, oh, you know, like, they're gonna see you differently as well. So it's always good. And then if you want to be one of those streamers that's nice to everybody and tries their best not to make anybody angry or drive any viewers off, the truth is that, yeah, you're probably getting some more numbers, barely, but it's not really good for your mental and also for your character. I think your supporters and the people that dislike you are gonna see you're easily able to control just by what majority of them say, really. So yeah, I just say the best option, right, is for you, for your own mental. Because if I try to be nice to everybody, the truth is that that's not reality. You know, I knew that from the beginning. And then I like standing up for myself because it just helps me, mentally, know that I can't really be pushed around by chat, which other streamers allow. And once you allow that, that's when the chat controls you. So yeah, so that's pretty much it. Kind of a weird video, but yeah, that's why I tend to fight with chat every now and then, you know? It happens every once in a while. If you've been around long enough, you've seen it. But yeah, thank you everybody for watching and supporting. Appreciate you guys for understanding and enjoying this different kind of content, because I needed something different, you know, doing everything the same every single day, kind of like a routine. It's nice to do something besides streaming and just uploading videos and trying something different out, you know, like it's kind of been fun just being able to do something different every single day and change things up. So thank you everybody for understanding, and I appreciate you guys for your support as always. Goodbye, my friends.